Hello and welcome to the campaign for Moshiach Consciousness. I'd like to talk about Moshiach Consciousness and what it means to you and what it means to me. Well, I don't know what it means to you. It may mean any number of things, but I can tell you what it means to me. Moshiach Consciousness fundamentally is a change in your own awareness, a fundamental paradigm shift in your own understanding of both yourself and the nature of the universe. At the core of Moshiach Consciousness is the realization of our absolute oneness. That's everything being absolutely one. What does that mean? That seems like a bit of an abstract idea. Let me try to explain it a little bit. If you look at your hand, if you look at my hand, all these fingers are different. They're individual. They have their own personality, if you like. They've got their own different prints, which makes them unique. But if you look further, even at your little finger, I quite like little fingers. If you have a look there, there's a nail, there's skin. Underneath the skin, there's nerves and fibers and cells and who knows what, billions of little things going around and around. Now, each cell is unique. You've got blood cells, nerve cells, sensory cells, blood, everything doing its own job, everything unique, everything completely different in a way. Obviously there's going to be some uniformity in certain types of cells, like let's say blood cells or nerve cells, what have you, but each is different and each has its own function. Now, nonetheless, those cells don't feel themselves as being different from the whole of me. They're just one with me. Although we can point out their individuality, in reality they're actually one. Now, in a very similar way, each and every one of us as human beings, but also everything in this universe, is different, distinct, and has its own time and space. But nonetheless, we are all one in a greater being, whatever you want to call this, the universe, God, the divine, who knows. Nonetheless, whatever you call it, we are all one. And it's really that idea, which is more than just an idea, but a change in consciousness, which means that you actually experience oneness on a day-to-day basis. So you experience the divine oneness of the universe every fraction of a moment. So there are no moments, it's just completely one entity. We'll explain it in more detail some other time, but I just wanted to say that that is really the core of the campaign for Moshiach Consciousness. It's a consciousness of oneness. Now, the Baba Rebbe explained the difference between exile and redemption. These are two kind of extremes in humanity's history, that of exile and that of redemption. And the Rebbe explains that the Hebrew words for exile and redemption, exile is gola and redemption is geula, and the difference is the letter aleph. Now, the letter aleph is the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet, and it represents oneness. The difference between exile and redemption, the difference between regular worldview and Moshiach consciousness, is the realization and recognizing the ultimate oneness of the universe, of all things, of all beings, of everything, being one with the one, i.e. being one with God. And that doesn't happen in some spiritual, altered state of consciousness. That doesn't happen in some, heavenly realm. That happens here on earth, right now, experiencing absolute oneness. That is the start of Moshiach Consciousness. And hopefully we'll carry on, we'll learn a little bit more, and we'll all become more Moshiach conscious.